Because
I'm gonna leave
he's
the
not
chat,
gonna do
right,
good
guys?
anyways, and he'll start last. Anyways.
I'm gonna leave the chat because the owner just started in the party chat a party.
Mexican Grand Prix. You're qualifying.
And there goes Joshua.
And, just like it was in Bahrain at the start of the season, and the second last race of the season, it's only one person qualifying. And I am going to retire from the session. Do not retire from the session at all. Oh yeah, and we had also Josh was the only one at Canada that made qualifying also, so yeah. Boom. Okay. There we are going here as George Russell leading the way, of course. Currently, Valtteri Bottas is in second, aka Dirt. Josh, aka George Russell, currently leading this train. We have almost every person in a car. We almost have every AI taken. So for next season, you won't see much AIs. I mean, there'll still be a lot of AIs, but there'll be PlayStation usernames instead of AI real life names. Here, has George Russell going up. Just about to be on his fly lap here. He's kind of, I think he's towing along Valtteri. He might not be, but who knows. Here, going up through this final corner. That was my favorite section of the track. I like that, like kind of stadium section. There, George is now onto his fly lap, and Valtteri Bottas is gonna be the second one on his fly lap. Here, as notables. Here, Max Verstappen's coming into this with only a 6-point lead over Lewis Hamilton. And the gap has closed, and I think we have still around 6 drivers that mathematically have a shot. Here, as it looks like, I think that's, yeah, that's, might be Yuki, no, it's George Russell, no, not George Russell, Pierre Gasly, holding up Valtteri Bottas and he was screwing with his lap. Yeah. Very fast, so here you can easily spin. And George Russell up to the line. In second here, he's gotta go through the stadium section.
Hate this stupid section here.
Up this tricky stadium section into the final corner. Round up to the line. George Russell, P1. Valtteri Bottas, P1. Here comes Fernando Alonso. Kimi Räikkönen up the P2. Alonso up the P2. Here comes Lance Stroll. Carlos Sainz is up the P2. Lance Stroll's in the P5. Yeah. As Lewis Hamilton. What does he have? We don't know. Up, rounding the final corner. Sebastian Vettel in the P5. Vettel up the P5. As Lewis Hamilton. Him and Pierre Gasly will be the next two to put down a lap. As you see, Gasly is right ahead and just kind of towing Lewis, not Valtteri, just along here. Up to the line, Lewis Hamilton. He can go top of the charts here as Yuki Tsunoda went second. Lewis Hamilton top of the charts. And then Bogu rounding the final few corners. Here, last week's winner, P1.
By how much?
By 8/10.
Okay.
Does Lewis have anything to say? But he's getting held up here by Pierre Gasly. Looks like Gasly's gonna really have to move here. Up the inside goes Lewis, and that is gonna screw his lap up here so much. So very unfortunate for Lewis here. As he's just getting held up so much, as he's gonna look down to the inside in this corner. He's 3 seconds behind on his lap, and he's probably gonna bring it into the pits here, so I'll leave it up to Lando Norris. Will be the next guy behind Mick Schumacher. No, Nicholas Latifi. Can he do anything? Up to the line here, Nicholas Latifi is gonna be P11.
How much time
Lando
left in
Norris.
session?
What?
How much time is left in session?
11 minutes.
Good to know. I'll be back in about 11 minutes.
Lando Norris up to the line. Here comes Daniel Ricciardo up to the line. He's up to P5. Here, Antonio Giovinazzi, Italian Jesus, up to the line. He's P13. Here comes Esteban Ocon, up to the line. He goes P9. Max Verstappen, the last person to set a lap here, as there's a caution in Sector 1, messing with some people's laps, but it's not messing with Max Verstappen's lap. Up to the line, it's P3.
Hey, I asked for the mitten.
I know. Okay, and I think everyone is now gonna bring it into the pits here. As the Williams of, I can't tell who that is. Cannot tell. That is Nicholas Latifi going in. Here there's a train of people going in. Max Verstappen, he's on his in lap here. So is Esteban Ocon. He's in now as Max Verstappen, the only person out on the track. Here. But the gap between Antonio Giovinazzi and Nicholas Latifi, that's the gap right now that's in between these two. Here, Antonio Giovinazzi currently on the chopping block here. As Lance Stroll just 3/10 so good. Kimi Räikkönen, he's a decent amount to the good. Here, Pierre Gasly's a whole second to the good. Bogu and Lewis Hamilton right now. 1-2, and then Max Verstappen, and Charles Leclerc, Valtteri Bottas, Yuki Tsunoda, Daniel Ricciardo, Carlos Sainz, Fernando Alonso, Esteban Ocon, Pierre Gasly, Sebastian Vettel, Kimi Räikkönen, Lance Stroll, Italian Jesus, Nicholas Latifi, George Russell, Lando Norris, and Mick Schumacher. Here, as the bottom 5 here, so as the bottom 5 get knocked out in Q1, then the bottom 5 in Q2 get knocked out, and then the top 10 go and run their laps, and whoever gets top is your pole city. Simple as that.
Who doesn't love Red Bull?
I'm back. Here, Mexican Grand Prix qualifying. You? As Bogle leaves the party. For reason, I don't know. He starts up a new party, and what's that? Pepsi? Yep. Five minutes remain here in Q1. No action right yet. I mean, we've already had everyone set their laps. But Lando always seems on his first run he sucks, but then he always seems to pick up the pace and then be in the Q3. So yeah, Mick Schumacher's gonna have to find 2.1 to get out of Q1 here. That's never happened. The Haas making it out of Q1. That never happened actually. We had a Haas be P5 in qualifying. Well, not qualifying. In practice, and we had a Haas get points. We had actually 2 Haas's get points, not in the same ways, but Mick and Nikita both had points, who separated by 2 points. And that battles for 19th, but I think Mick has that locked up. If Nikita can't score any more points. Valtteri and Esteban both have penalties here. And it's because of the player that controls them. Valtteri, since he has a good penalty because of the incident that happened on last lap at Coda a week ago, where dirt came right across, tried to block Max and came right across his wing and took them both out of the race on the last lap. And Steven, who drives as Esteban Ocon, he was egging it on, so he has a 10-place grid penalty, and Valtteri only has a 5-place grid penalty, and also has a like 15-second penalty or something, I think it is, for the end of the race. Here's Mick Schumacher is leading them here. As the top 5 surprisingly do not go out on a lap. Here. As Mick Schumacher leads the train of cars, Nicholas Latifi, he has to improve by 900ths to be in, but he'll be on the chopping block if he does. So, yeah. I think for Antonio Giovinazzi, all he's got to do is improve. Nicholas Latifi, to get out of Q1, he has to improve. You know, he's going to be the main focus. These guys are going to have one more attempt after this. Here, the front bit of these guys. Here, as Mick Schumacher, what does he have? He improves, but it's not good enough. Nicholas Latifi, it's not enough for him. And just like that, George Russell, Antonio Giovinazzi, Nicholas Latifi, Mick Schumacher, and Nikita Mazepin eliminated from Q1. Yeah. Very, very interesting. As Q2 is now getting underway. This Pierre Gasly is going to be the first one out here. But does he have really, does he have anything to do with that? Lewis Hamilton is following him. Yep. It's going to be really interesting that dive down into turn 1, because from where you started, you had this long straightaway. Long straightaway. We can set up for turn 1 to be hectic, because that's where time can be gained and lost. Positions gained and lost. There. Here is Pierre Gasly out on his outlap. Here. It's really gonna be interesting to see how this race goes, and especially because in those like S's part, that's where you can easily wreck it. DNF. I did that once in a league race, so it's not fun because you're carrying so much speed and the car wiggles just a little bit and you can lose full control over it. There. Pierre Gasly out onto his fly lap here. Lewis Hamilton's gonna follow. As Kimi Raikkonen is currently the third guy in line, but these two have like towed themselves away from from the rest of the field. So yeah, you don't want to be right up someone's, like right up behind someone, like right up to the gearbox. You want to be kind of sitting in the tow around close to 2 seconds back, so you don't get held up. If anything, benefits you because you're getting towed along, and also you're going faster. And that's what in a couple seasons you might see teams do. They tow people along and then they pull off and yeah, get towed along by their teammate. Pierre Gasly up to the line, it's good. Lewis Hamilton says no, that's not good enough. Here Kimi Raikkonen next as Daniel Ricciardo, I think. Yeah, Daniel Ricciardo is next. Here, Ricciardo up to the line, Kimi third, Ricciardo second, Yuki second. Here comes Max Verstappen. Not good enough, he's P5. As Carlos Sainz. Does he have anything? Here. He's got to put a decent lap here. As him and Valtteri, Carlos Sainz up to the line. He goes P5, Valtteri Bottas goes P9. Here, as Boker is the next person, they'll set a lap here. Purple sector 1. He probably can best Lewis Hamilton's lap. Does he get pole though? That's the real question here. As coming into this section here, stadium section here, rounding the final few corners, gonna take as much whatever track as he can. He goes P1. As Lance Stroll, can he knock out Valtteri Bottas? That's what he has the shot to do. Can he knock out Valtteri Bottas? Can he or can he not? You up to the line. Is it good? It's not good enough. He cannot knock Valtteri. And now can Seb. Can he do that? Do it. Yeah. As actually Moose will be as replace Seb, and Josh might replace Lance next season. Seb up to line, it's not good enough. Here, Esteban Ocon isn't good enough. Here, yes it is! Esteban Ocon. Bogu goes top of the charts. Does Lando have anything? Yes, he does. He knocks out Ocon. As Bogu doesn't even have to do a second run here. Unless everybody can improve by like 2 seconds, then he's fine here. He's just cutting the track at this point. As he finally got an invalidated lap, as he's in here, and same with Esteban Ocon, who originally was in, then Lando Norris happened, and now he's out. So Lando's coming in here. As his car went through the Red Bull pit crew. Yeah. Very disturbing. As later today, we'll have the Xfinity Series at Daytona for SNFRE Season 2, Season 1 for Xfinity, but we'll have the Xfinity cars racing at Daytona, so stay tuned for that. That'll be at 6:30, so stay tuned. That's definitely gonna be very interesting to see who comes out on top. And I think a lot of Cup drivers will be racing, and Bogu might be racing too, so yeah. But currently, a 10th is the gap. Less than a 10th, actually, between Esteban Ocon and Pierre Gasly. As we'll be right back here from Mexico City. as we are back here from Mexico.
Yes, we are.
As people are out on track now. Alright, a perfect time to come back. Yeah.
You know, I think Kimi Raikkonen needs a drink.
Why?
If you get what I mean.
I don't.
Never mind that. How about that mid-quality interview? No answer? Got it.
Okay.
God.
As Kimi Raikkonen. Getting replaced at Alfa Romeo, Antonio Giovinazzi is, yeah, I still don't know who Dizzy is going to replace, but I know for next season it's going to be Kimi, so Kimi making his final attempt here to make it in the Q2. His second last shot.
You mean Q3?
I mean Q3. His second last shot to get in the Q3. He's done it a couple times. Will he do it 2 more times? Yeah. I don't
I
think
think
he'll be able
something's
to
breaking
make it
on a car.
Why?
That sounds like a sprain.
Wow. Oh no, and it looks like a lonely boat is dancing in the middle of the track. And we have a
They're
wild
wild,
naked
Lonnie.
fan in the stadium section.
And off of this lap, Kimi
Up
Raikkonen
to
will
the
set himself.
line. Kimi Raikkonen, is he in the Q3? No, he isn't.
No, he is not.
No, sir. Esteban Ocon, is he in? No, he isn't.
What? Now everyone completed a lap though. Okay. What is your order?
And Boger gets in the Q3 easily. Pierre Gasly, Esteban Ocon, Sebastian Vettel, Lance Stroll, and Kimi Raikkonen are all at a Q2. Here, as Daniel Ricciardo, Carlos Sainz, Fernando Alonso,
Yucky
Lando
Sonata.
Norris barely make it in by like a 10th.
Look at that yucky Sonata.
As again, Grigor's not like Q2. And again, Gobham's in like Q3.
Williams Gasly, I think.
No, Gobham's Yuki.
I just sworn he was Gasly.
Oh, I knew.
Could have sworn he was Gasly.
As the Yuki Tsunoda gonna lead them, gonna lead a whole pile of cars here. It's both the Red Bulls.
Literally 3 cars.
No, it's more.
And that's more.
I mean, he led Max Verstappen out, but then Lando led Sainz and Leclerc. Well, not Sainz, Sainz and you. Then the rest of the field. Here's Yuki Tsunoda. He's made it in the Q3. Can he get pole? That is a big question.
No.
Yeah. As also, the question is also, will there'll be a front row for Red Bull. Never mind. That's an issue. Bogus stopped. Never mind. No issue with the car. It's just he's stuck in the grass.
Wanted a clean run.
So my mom came in the room for a second. Yuki Tsunoda out on the lap. Here. As he's towing along Max Verstappen. Not really though. As Yuki Tsunoda, he screwed up Checo's lap here in real life, and there was no Checo to screw up his, and there was no Checo, so he can't screw up Checo's lap. So up to the line, I mean, he can screw over Bogu's lap, but that doesn't happen. Up to the line, Yuki Tsunoda, P1 for a second. Max Verstappen is gonna take that away and just be. That was really mean of him. Lando Norris goes up into P2. Carlos Sainz up the P4. Fernando Alonso up to the line. P5. Leclerc, decent. As Bogu up to the line. Not decent. B1.
That's my best lap of quality.
As
Well, if I ran like an 8. Okay, I got pole. Did I retire?
No.
I want to retire from session.
Lewis Hamilton up to the line. Boom,
Can I
cha-ching,
wreck my
P2.
car?
No.
What if I accidentally wreck my car?
Just don't.
Can I go do burnout since I got pole? Because they're not beating a 15-3?
Okay. You can
Did I do
DNF in a second here.
I do some
Valtteri up
burnout?
to the line.
I'm doing burnout.
It's
Somewhere.
P4, and now you can DNF.
I'm doing burnout safely.
As Bogu's gonna put on a show you and do burnouts right in front of the Mexican crowd. You should do it in the stadium section.
Oh, yes.
Right in front of the fans. Oh,
No,
you
that's a
have to
Mercedes.
pull off for the Mercedes. But yeah, just right in the stadium.
Section, yes.
Right on the Mexico side. As Bogu's gonna do burnouts right in front of the Mexico crowd, literally. Right in the middle of everybody's sight is a Red Bull doing burnouts, and something you don't see often. Yes, Bogu's still in contention for the championship. He's just gotta hope a bad race for Max and Lewis here, so he can have a not too of a tough time in Brazil.
Cars are not good at burnouts.
Well, they're not meant to be doing burnouts.
I think I broke the engine probably, but realistically.
Yeah.
Alright. So how big of a lead do I have in the time?
A second and 1.2.
Yeah, I think I have pole. We're just gonna retire. If someone boots a 15-3, I will probably leave Red Bull by next season.
Why leave Red Bull? Like,
Because that happens, I don't deserve this seat. Alright. Good stuff.
Somehow Lewis Hamilton lost a tenth. He
Good
didn't
question.
lose a tenth. He lost 1,000th of a second.
That's funny.
How do you
can I-
lose time in qualifying?
Can we get an interview to the pole sitter?
Yeah, Bogu, how does it feel? P1, you're starting.
I mean, it feels great. Second pole is a pole in a row, I believe.
Yes, second pole in a row.
Last week was my hometown, essentially. My home race, anyways. This week we go down south to Mexico.
And by the way, this race doesn't count here. This small little race doesn't count here. It's just for fun.
Pretty much dominated quali. Ran my best in Q3, which is what you hope to do. And put on a show for the fans down over at the stadium section. I mean, you can't ask for much more.
Do you feel like any momentum has kind of moved along with you ever since that win last week at your home track? Do you have any momentum that's kind of you felt like has followed you through with that dominating performance?
I feel like I have some momentum, but it's just I really need some luck.
Are you okay?
And for Max
Confirm you're okay, please.
and Lewis to just DNF probably. For me, have any contention at the title. I mean, realistically, that could happen. Is it going to? Probably not.
I mean, if Dirt makes the race, then that can happen.
I mean, yeah. We did gain a few points last week, I believe. Yeah, obviously we won the damn thing, so yeah. Obviously we gained some points. I don't know what I'm saying. I just broke both my left side tires. That's lovely.
You see me dive bombing.
Tell me when the last time you break both of your left sides. But yeah, I think momentum has shifted towards us. If we can keep doing what we're doing and just get some good luck, we could have a chance. Anything else?
I'm trying to think of a question. Do you feel like you can win the race at Mexico?
You know, I only out-qualified the entire field by a second and a half almost, so yeah. I ran 15s throughout all quali. I was the only one that managed to do that. I was the only person that managed to even get a 15 in quali. I think I can. It's just gotta stay clean, gotta stay safe. Can't make mistakes.
Another question here, last question. But with this long front straightaway, and so much can happen between those like 15 seconds that you're going down that long straightaway before the dive in the turn one. Like, are you a little like scared that you can lose some positions just in that straightaway coming in the turn one?
Well, we do have a good engine, good ERS deployment system. I think that we can probably hold them off there. It's just that's a really long DRS straight, and if it's like us v Mercedes is probably going to have us beat every time on that. So that's obviously not what you want to see. I don't know. Maybe. I think I can hold them off typically, but we'll see. You never know until you start the race. For all I know, I could have a mechanical failure on lap 1. I mean, you know?
Yeah. So, that is Bogus. So in P1 for the Mexican Grand Prix. hopefully we can see you on that top 7 of the podium tomorrow. And see you
Thank
later
you.
today for potentially the Xfinity race.
No, you won't.
Nice.